I became fascinated with life casting. I was about 15 years old, and it stemmed from learning that there were makeup artists that did special effects for movies, and that was their entire job, was doing that. So I decided I really wanted to do the makeup and the special effects, so I was determined to learn life casting first. So I started off with the dental teeth and making fangs for, vampire for Halloween. From there, I was fascinated with the detail that was gotten. Instead of even having to sculpt a sci-fi or horror face on top of the life casting, I like the life casting just for itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd save up my money and I'd start life casting all my friends' faces and then start doing hands. And so I did that in high school and in college. So life casting is a very personal gift. Whether it's the pregnant woman about to give birth and wants to, commemorate that moment, or, the young couple that want to have, a hand casting of holding hands. People have their dog paws cast. It captures that moment in time. There's many different stages of it to come up with the end result, and I have some samples here, some examples of that to kind of show the process. So on this one, we had an individual that had really strong features, which was wonderful. It came out really well. So this is probably the best life cast that you could expect to get. There's going to be some air trapped. It just happens. This is because I'm so careful around the nose. I want them to be able to breathe freely while the life casting's happening. So then there's a lot of extra of the material here. You can just see little bubbles, So what I do is I take really small tools, and here's some examples of just how small the tools are that I use at times. And I clean up all the excess plaster. With the life casting process, obviously you're going to have your eyes closed so that you don't get the material in your eyes, but that means all the life cast faces look like they're sleeping. So then I take photos of the person and I open up the eyes to resemble what the shape of their eye looks like. And you can see I cleaned up the little bit of different coloration. That's where I went back in with clay so I could get really fine detail. The other material is plaster, so it's very hard, and it's great for big shape and forms, but for getting things as delicate as the eyebrows, I really wanted to go back in with clay and get that fine detail of each individual hair. So this is the example. That's the same exact face, but it's cleaned up and the eyes have been opened. So once the face is exactly where I want it, that's when I come in and I make the molds. So similar to the manatee molds, I'll take the pink material. It's a flexible rubber, as you can see. It flexes pretty well. And I'll put that over the face. I'll let that set, because it starts out really like pudding. So I let it set up to its good rubber stage, and then I take it off. And from there, then I can go ahead and make castings in different colors. And so this piece is actually a resin. And I mixed real copper powder into the resin, so it will patina. You can see a little bit of the shininess, and then over time it just keeps getting darker and darker. I'll probably even get some green tones, verdigris on it, as it ages.